on Telegram that are going to be listening to this, but I want to just play about a 2-minute clip of the word of the Lord that the Lord gave us back in January, on January 3rd, showing us what was going to be happening in China, the very situation that we see right now, which is a very, scary, not like as in afraid, but, just and looking at the world situation of what they're doing and what's happening there. And that we really need to speak into that and to pray into that. And but I'm just going to just quickly just share a little bit. And some of you may not even be aware of what is happening there and stuff. And that's okay also. I try to kind of be aware, and someone actually sent me some information just the other day. I didn't know what was going on. And it says, hey, this is something that you prophesied back in January about what is happening in China now. And so I'm going to just play this little clip, and then we're going to just speak more into this and pray into this. Give me 1 second here. It's going to only be 2 minutes. Okay, I believe this is going to work. Okay.
China is going to have some problems this year. China is going to have a lot of problems this year. Okay. So be watchful, be aware. This is just to let you know, because number one, they're going to make some really aggressive moves against Taiwan. Okay. And last year, I think I prophesied and I told you some of the things that was going to be happening with China. And we saw those things begin to manifest already. And then last year, you look at the prophecy from last year, I talked about Russia and what would happen there. All of those things happen and stuff, And but China is going to make some aggressive moves toward Taiwan. And China is going to start to really just misbehave on various fronts. Okay, and so you're going to see just some aggression toward Taiwan. You're going to see some conflict on the border of India, China.
Okay, we saw the conflict on the border of India earlier this year. Now, let me get to the next clip here. And hang on if I can get to it here. Right. Whoops. Oh, let me see. I clicked on the wrong thing here, I believe, but give me 1 second here. Okay. Maybe it's this one here. Okay. Now, give me 1 minute here. Okay. Hopefully it's not the same one we just did.
There's going to be a conflict in the China Sea. Okay, I'm giving you the news before it happens. Okay, I see ships in the China Sea. I see ships there, and there's going to be some type of conflict. There's going to be missiles fired, and it's going to become very tense, very tense. And I see. Let me just get back to this here, and I see. Other nations that are there, and it's not going to develop into an all-out war, but there will be some skirmishes. There will be shots fired. There could be jets downed, and then all at once, everybody's going to kind of like back off. Okay.
Okay. Now that was the word of the Lord that he spoke to us January the 3rd, when I was just getting my voice back after not having a voice for about 2 weeks. And, and we see this happening today. And when I do these things, it's not for people say, oh, look at me, I can see all this stuff, but it's just to make us aware of what we should be praying for and thinking about. And as Prophet Sharon was praying about missiles that was fired, I just, oh my God, I just felt chills, And so I looked here and I see the news is saying that China fired 11 ballistic missiles, near Taiwan. And so they're out there in the ocean, in the sea there. And but the Lord said that it will not go into an all-out war. So we're going to stand on that, because that would be really crazy. But there are those that want that to happen. There are people even in our government that want that to happen. Believe it or not, there are people that believe, these are Christians, not by the way, that are kind of like a little messed up in their head. They believe that the sooner we turn the world upside down with war and chaos and murder, then Jesus will come. And so many of these people, they want war to happen. They want things. And then you have the Zionists, the Christian Zionists that want these things to happen because of their allegiance to Palestine that was renamed Israel, and feel that they can come into a greater space once there's war all over the world. And so, and many of the people that want there, they are Zionists, Ashkenazi Jews or whatever. So, but, I want to just really speak into this again, and just to, just to bring your awareness to this. It's very dangerous what is happening. I don't think that they're going to actually do this, but, because I think President Xi, I think he's going to be up for election soon. I haven't really been following the politics of China very much. And so, but you can imagine what it looks like in the face of his people, having the Americans and a woman, come over there and defy him over Taiwan. So there's a lot of things there that he's feeling right now that he's going to have to do to save face, to show that he is strong and that he's the authoritarian, as a communist country government that he is, and that he will not back down from the Americans. And so we have these egos at play here. The Americans wanting to show themselves strong because they did have a commitment. I don't remember exactly how it go, but I read it some years ago, but they made a vow to protect Taiwan at any cost. And this was way back, I think, I don't know, 79 or something like that and stuff. And so this is when Pelosi said something about that we have to fulfill our vow. That's what she is referring to. You can research it and find out there. And so we have this power struggle with the superpowers right there. And just one false move, the whole area could become inflamed. And not only that area there, but the whole world, because they have missiles that are trained upon major cities in this nation here. And they are allied with Russia. And this is not to create fear or nothing like that, talking about China here. And we have the same thing. We have missiles that are trained on various sites in their countries also. But just to put things in perspective so that we can see what is going on. But I don't think China will go too far. I think, as the Spirit said, that they will back off, because you have Japan that's there, that's allied, and they are a force to be reckoned with. They're a nuclear arsenal. And then you have Australia that's down below. You have, so there's a lot of other things that go into play there that could really create some problems. But, we want to just be praying for that, and that these people chill out, that they chill out. But, just to go a little further, this is prophecy. This is prophecy coming to pass right before our eyes. What we said 7 years ago, to be exact, to the date, 7 years ago, to the date where the Spirit spoke this. And then also we have this conjunct that's yet taking place with Mars, God of war, and Uranus, and shaking things up, and with Rahu. So we have that taking place. And so the heavens are there. And we've been saying that around this time of the year, that the war things are going to be like become more accelerated. And you'll see that also happening in Russia. And you'll see, I'm sorry. Well, I think I'll just, well, anyway, I feel like prophesying a little bit. Is that okay? And so with the Russia thing and stuff, you're going to see other one or two other nations getting involved. That's in Eastern Europe. looks like more so like the southern part of like Eastern Europe, Croatia, Serbia, around that region there. Just remember that and pray into that. But some things are going to be happening there, and things are going to be accelerating. And especially when it comes to around toward the middle of the month of August, this month here, because of the positioning of the planets and where Mars will be at, and the stars that it will be crossing, there is going to be an acceleration of violence on the planet. That's not only just war, but other things too. Matter of fact, you'll see some, I'm seeing this now, I'm looking at it like a TV. You'll see some skirmishes break forth over in the Middle East again, and you'll see some movement taking place there again. And I'm hearing some conversations take place of these guerrillas. That's what the Spirit is saying, and what I'm hearing. They're planning some retaliation attacks and stuff. And because other things will be happening in different parts of the world. And so there will be some uprising in that region also, but also you'll see in Europe and Eastern Europe, and what with the war that is going on between Russia and Ukraine, and west of Ukraine and Russia, and there could be 1 to 2 other small nations that's going to somehow be drawn in or get involved. And these are going to be, I feel, ex-Soviet bloc nations that used to be a part of the old Soviet Union. And something is going to happen there, and it's going to be very tense for a while, but it's not going to expand further. And I see, and it feels like NATO coming in, and I don't know, will shots actually be fired or what's going to happen, but this is going to just cause, I see like the Russian troops like retreating, for the lack of better phrase, in that scenario when that began to happen. And so it's going to be like, you know, you're going to see these things happening, this tension happening in Europe. You're going to see it happening in Asia. You'll see it, some things begin to pop up in the Middle East. And there's other countries also in Africa where there'll be little pockets of resistance, but there's just this energy of bad energy of violence that's going to be stirred up. And people with big egos, people that are in pride, that, you know, feel they have to prove something, will be acting out, you know, in extreme measures. And this is also with world leaders and rulers feeling that they have to do certain things to show themselves as a strong leader. And so, but Father, in the mighty name of Yeshua, I speak into that situation in Taiwan, into the China Sea, and to the Strait